Okay, I think it's all, yep, we're all live now. We're all going live. So, how are we all doing today? Ben? No?
Doing good.
Doing great, man. Happy birthday.
Awesome.
Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a good day so far, so I want to keep it going. Yeah. Um, with obviously with one of my personal favorite films. So I just want to ask, have you guys got any, fond memories about this film? Like anything jumps out?
I have nothing but fond memories of this film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
feel
mean
like
Yeah.
it's a classic.
I feel like trash helped me grow up in certain ways. Uh, now I've always loved this movie. Like I was just saying, like when I was a kid, it was a little scary too, especially like um yeah, it was just like you just couldn't kill them at all. You know what I mean? Like but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean I've loved this movie since I was a kid.
Yeah, and just getting it on
Yeah, man. I
VHS
mean,
like
I
back in the day.
I think it's a classic too. Ooh, yeah.
Like that
I mean,
just
it's one of my favorites from back then. It's just an amazing film. It's funny as hell. It has moments that'll creep you out. There's gore. It's got everything you need, man. It really, really does.
I feel this one goes into the same sort of category as Creepshow does, where it always feels like I'm hanging out with an old friend when I watch it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
I
good
agree.
point. I've never actually put those together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. No, Creepshow's another good one. Obviously, like with George Romero being involved with that, and then Return of the Living Dead. But I mean, this and Day of the Dead came out around the same time, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I love Day
Yeah,
of the Dead. Some people may know this, but that's my favorite zombie film.
it's a good one. It's getting up there with it used to be Dawn of the Dead for me was always my favorite. But I think Day is
Mm-hmm.
slowly overtaking Dawn. Very slowly, but they're both great
Yeah.
films, don't get me wrong.
You know what?
Yeah. No, I agree. That's gonna happen to me too.
I like Dawn of the Dead, but Day has always been my jam.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
think when I was like younger, I feel like Dawn of the Dead had some pacing issues for me, and so I always just gravitated towards Day.
Mm. Day definitely has
Yeah.
a different vibe to it. And once I started to watch it a lot more, it slowly just got closer and closer to Dawn. And at times I do prefer it to Dawn as well. So
I mean, those first three are hard to beat. Land of the Dead,
they
super
are.
fun too.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of Diary and Survival?
Now Diary of the Dead is one that I've only seen one time, and I didn't
Hmm.
mind it. I mean, I didn't love it. Like
I didn't mind it.
it's hard. It's hard when you're, I mean, there's some great movies in that franchise, so it's hard following those acts.
Hmm.
Uh, People seem to absolutely hate it. I didn't hate it, but I also haven't really felt the need to watch it again. And I'm
Hmm.
not sure how I'd feel if I watched it again, to be honest with you. I thought
Mm.
Survival was pretty awful, I thought.
Hmm. I didn't like it at first. Well, I was kind of neutral with it at first, but then when I got it on DVD and I watched it a few more times, and I would just sometimes put it on to put it on because it was just newer to me. I actually, I'm okay with it. I mean, it's the weakest of the whole series easily,
Yeah.
but but I don't know, man. It's weird. Some of it is kind of like it's all right. I really did come around to a lot of it.
It's hard to say because it is the weakest of the franchise. It's not like I feel like Evil Dead, for instance, that franchise,
Hmm.
like even the
Hmm.
weakest of that franchise is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Uh, and I feel like by survival, I was like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. So maybe if it was just like a standalone film or something, like,
Yeah.
but I mean, if for me, if you compare it to like those first 3 movies or even Land,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
yeah, it's all I guess depends on how you view it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
so
I mean, I've watched Survival of the Dead once, but I do own it on Blu-ray now, and it's just being the completionist that I am. Like, I had to get it, even though I may not go back and watch it again. But there might be a time when I go back and I just watch, Land, Diary, Survival, just the 3 more recent ones, and then I'll go back and watch the original 3. But they're still all enjoyable in their own rights. Well, Survival maybe not. I'd have to go back and rewatch that just to make sure.
I don't know. It's almost like anything. Like I feel like by the time you got to that movie, like all of the social commentary that Romero had in his films before just kept getting like too clear, and by the end of it, it was just like I felt like he just like I don't know. It's just too like in your face. Like here's the social commentary. It just the subtext wasn't buried quite enough or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think I to be honest, I can't even remember what the subtext in the commentary was supposed to be for Survival. But I think moving into things like Diary, it was more the constant filming of everything, reality TV. That was probably a huge impact on that movie. Obviously, Land had its own things, but yeah, I just can't think what Survival was. Now I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, you should and see what you think. I'd be curious.
Survival was like Hatfields versus the McCoys in a zombie apocalypse. But then there was also like, I think like by the time you get to Land, like the zombies are learning, right, or growing or whatever, and I think that was expanded on in Survival.
Yeah.
The Beard Collective. That's right. You guys ever done this? Today I trimmed my beard and I thought I didn't have my glasses on, and I grabbed a guard for it, the trimmer, and I thought it was a 3/4 inch guard, but it was 3/8. And I went like, and I was like, oh, okay.
No, I did have an issue once where I used, and this is before I grew it out longer. It was pretty long at the time, but I had the guard on it and I went to trim it right back, and the guard failed and it pushed it down to, and it just took a massive chunk out. And I'm like, well, that's it, done.
Yes. Oh man.
I was like, should I just like shave this fucking thing today? Like, I have not been. We were talking about lockdown and stuff. Like, I have not been like haven't had a big beard in years, man. I don't even know what the fuck is under here anymore.
Yeah, so I just do it to hide the double chin. It helps.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I'm gonna shave it off and be like Dr. Tongue from Day of the Dead.
Oh yeah, there you go.
You're like, oh, that's why I grew the beard.
All right. Well, I think Knight, you've got to get going shortly because you've got Battle World on today.
Yes.
So I reckon we kick this off if you guys are ready.
Yep.
And get into Dead. Where is the camera? There it is. So I've had this VHS, not VHS, this DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray yet, but I've just had this with me for so long, and
yeah, I've got mine too.
I owned this movie a few times. I got the Street Factory version in the player, but I also have the dope ass Steel book and the media book. And I just got like a 1/6 scale Tarman figure.
Oh,
Ooh,
sweet, man.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any pants, or I'd stand up and go over there.
Ben.
Let me turn this camera off just for a second.
Yeah, no, it was interesting. Like speaking of Tarman, like I think it was Alan Troutman. I think that's the guy who plays him.
Mm-hmm.
Played him in the second part, but looked very different, obviously. And
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I have this. Let me pull it out of this. I'm one of those dorks that has like plastic cases on the steelbooks and shit. What you gonna do? But I absolutely love the artwork on this. The back of it, particularly. This is a German steelbook.
Oh man, that is sweet.
oh,
Cover art, but look at this, dude.
What?
damn.
Get it
Isn't that
closer to
right?
the screen. No, just there you go. Good old Linnea.
But I love this artwork, and I also like the sort of way that like the background sort of comes in and out depending on how the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Jeez. That is sick.
And then this is kind of like some weird art. Here's one I actually. Hold on, give me a second here. This is kind of like some weird cover art, but this is the Midnight Classic, Return of the Living Dead.
Oh, cool.
It's like a media book in this, hard case thing. Weird. Whoopsie, I lost a disc there. And then here's that Tarman. Let's see. I thought this had a. I thought this had like. Oh yeah, it does have a slap. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see shit here in the box.
Oh yeah,
See a little
yeah.
bit, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Trick or Treat Studios.
Nice.
I have not picked this up on 4K yet though.
Really?
Yeah, they had the Shocktober sale, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hit that up because they had actually good deals on everything. 'Cause I wanted to get the one that has the pin set, because I'm a dork. And then I thought it was going on all through October. So when I went back to look at it, I was like, oh, that sale's over. Now it's like $40 more or some shit.
Wow.
Sean Blue Digital and the Heezy. What's up, dude? It says it comes with a disc popping option. I know, dude.
Pop straight out.
I do love on these Midnight Classics. They all on the spine. They all have like these weird sort of silhouettes of characters from the movie.
Oh wow!
And this one
That is cool.
Yeah. Like you guys probably. Let's see. Whoopsie doodles. If you see like all these Midnight Classics, they have like all the.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That is cool, man.
That is very cool.
See, that works. If I'm not wearing pants, I guess I just take the laptop with me.
All right. Well, mine's on the menu screen, ready to hit play.
Mine is on the events portrayed in this film are all true screen. Paused. Very first second.
Let's get up to that.
Looks like it's 3 seconds in for me. So let me know when you count into it, and I'll hit play at 3 seconds.
Okay, so yep, I've got the events portrayed in this film are all true. So if anyone in the chat is watching as well, we'll count it down. We'll all hit play at the same time in say 5 seconds. So 5, 4.
Look, I thought you already pressed play. Sorry.
No,
I'm at
that's a
50
good.
seconds. Do you have like a
Yeah.
All right, let me go back to where you were. I can just hit the chapter back again. All right, count it down now.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, play.
All right, I think we're going.
Yep.
Yep, Sean Blue Digital saying Wall of Classics. This one's all media
You
books
need
and
a
like, special editions. And then the other one's all media books and other shit too. Steel books on the bottom.
It's actually interesting. They recently sold the actual property of where they filmed this, like the Anita Medical Warehouse. Like they've done it up all into this massive house.
nice.
It's going for a couple of mil, but if I had the money, I would have bought it myself.
Right.
What would you have done to it?
I would have moved and lived there if I was able to. I don't know if I was able to, but yeah, I definitely would have.
That would have been a pretty big change in your life, dude. You moved to like America and like live in the Return of the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm not sure my my other half would have approved of it, but
Right.
I actually think I still have the real estate listing saved somewhere if I can find it.
Do you guys? How do you associate Tom Matthews? Do you associate him with this movie more so than the Friday the 13th franchise?
Mm, that's tough, man. I probably associate him more with Friday 6.
Yeah.
But I love him in this. I mean, I liked him in Friday 6 too, but
Yeah, I mean he is Tommy Jarvis, like
Yeah.
right.
for me. But yeah, like having him play the same character in 2 different movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene where like yeah, you should watch your mouth if you want to keep this job, boy. And they like say that in
Yeah.
both movies. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's okay. Weird. Dylan in the house. What's up, Thumbo?
Hey.
Choppers.
Oh, I should turn on the subtitles, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to read the lips.
I think we've probably all seen this film so many times we know it off by heart.
Right.
First time watch right now. I'm just kidding.
Split Dogs.
I love that.
Yeah.
Don't fool around, you're learning.
I feel like the bald corpse dude in this,
Mhm.
Yeah.
he makes like the craziest sound, right? Like
Yeah.
sound design wise, I think.
Mm-hmm.
In this, it always struck me as a weird sound.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about talking zombies?
I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm used to it because of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will always be, I'm a classic. Like I love my flesh-eating ghouls that just stumble around and walk.
Mm.
Not so much the fast ones because, yeah, no one likes running.
Right.
But I mean, then you've got the smart ones, like the ones that talk and think and, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Send more paramedics.
Yeah.
Right. Brains.
I
Miguel
love
Nunez, he hit a home run in 85, man,
Yeah.
with this and Friday.
I love the sort of costume design of this movie. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just brings me back.
Yeah. It's definitely an 80s movie, no doubt.
I like the friend group.
Absolutely.
The friend group is kind of like a weird mix. Like you have like the preppy chick sort of, and then like
Yeah.
punk rock, and then the new wave type of dude.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting that they mixed it all up like that.
Kind of feel it's like a bunch of friends that went to high school and just had different likes and dislikes.
Right. I love this part.
I mean, I was pretty easy going in high school, but people sort of clicked up in like groups that they associated with. I was like a big stoner, so I just sort of like everyone who partied or whatever was like my buddy, but I don't know. You never really saw. I guess you'd see maybe like some new wave with some punk people type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it was a bit different over here. I don't know. I mean, we had cliques and that as well, but they weren't as, I guess, strict. There was a lot of blending of different, people would go here and there.
Right.
But I mean, I guess like during school, I would hang out with all sorts of weirdos, like because I was a metalhead. I had like long hair. I played in thrash bands and shit. But like, but I'd hang out with like the jazz band kids or like the the preppies or whatever. Like it didn't really matter to me. But then like on the weekends or something, when I wanted to go to like a cemetery or some shit, I might call up like the jazz band kids and be like, "Hey guys,"
Nice.
That would just be me and my like metalhead pals.
Yeah, I think that was probably something like me. Like I was more the person into the metal and even to an extent rap and hip hop as well, but everyone else not really as much. So I kind of stood out.
Well, you guys are both a lot younger than me, so hard to say.
Yeah, okay. The corpses.
Got a bit of foreshadowing there. There are those drums.
I know, man. Crazy.
Can you guys I think of Tarman as sort of like the most iconic zombie. I mean, there are other iconic zombies, but I think when someone says like name the most iconic zombie, I would say Tarman.
I would say Rob.
Rob? I'd still go Tarman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Tarman, the look and everything too, man. It's just so recognizable.
And like the physical acting too, right? Like very effective.
Really, really awesome. I love how he's wiping it off.
I know, right?
Windex.
Don't bother taking the fucking paper towel off. Just use the whole fucking roll.
Yeah.
Right.
Built by a engineer. Yeah.
Oh,
I love this sequence too.
Yeah.
And the sequence just after they put the weasels in the crematorium.
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah, amazing.
Clue was so funny in this movie. Oh my god, I loved him in this movie.
Yeah, great soundtrack too.
Yeah.
And I mean, we haven't gotten even remotely there yet, but I like the way this film ends. I feel like I don't know. You don't really see that too often.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of it's a bit of a downer ending, but also an open ending as well,
Yeah.
because you know it can happen again.
Did you guys ever watch Barney Miller?
Oh yeah, I used to love that show.
No, I don't. Barney Miller. I don't think I ever got into that.
I feel like Barney Miller was the show that I would always change channels to something like Silver Spoons or some shit, you know? Like
Silver
some other
Spoons.
syndicated show that was on. Yeah, I don't think I really got too far into that one. Sweet ass Cadillac.
Right.
Like, so what? This is this dude's private residence, and he's got two like military police guards,
Right.
and his wife's just like chilling in there, and he's got like some secret like military room. And he still finds the time to play tennis. God bless him.
You gotta love it.
And look at her, dude. If it's someone said like, envision an old lady from the 80s, I would go to like her with her like billowy dress and her like pearls and shit.
That's right.
High-tech ass computer, man. Got all those flashlights and everything.
That's
That
right.
big green screen.
Yeah.
Gotta love the 80s.
I love seeing like outdated tech in films for some reason. That like makes me happy.
Yeah, me too, man.
Like if you ever see like someone carrying like a briefcase with a phone in it, I'm like, that's my shit right there. I love it.
Apple.
That is a lot of scotch in that. Or bourbon or whatever it is.
He's not playing around.
No.
I love this Cadillac too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking chain, dude.
That's
going
crazy.
from his lip to his ear. Like, call me crazy. That's impractical.
Yeah.
What the hell is he drinking, do you think, in that green jug?
I have no idea.
Just like a giant bottle of Perrier or something?
All right, it's got to be something like that. Look at the label on it.
Resurrection Cemetery. That's how you exit a vehicle trash.
That's right, man. Everything she did, right?
No, everything she did, you're like, oh man, that's the stuff.
Yeah.
And look at that boombox, baby.
I know, man. You were a king back in the day if you had one of those.
Dude, I have like a scale version of one of those. It's pretty awesome. It's a Bluetooth speaker.
Nice. Nice. Oscars.
Beautiful sunset.
Mm-hmm. These guys. Oh, shoot.
So in this movie, you can either inhale trioxin to become a zombie, or get bitten by zombies, apparently, right? Because Josh becomes a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the only way to kill them is with electricity.
Yeah, or if you go by
Yeah.
the third one, you can temporarily incapacitate them by freezing the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that'll temporarily incapacitate anything.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
But there was I was watching something interesting about if you watch Trash through this, her like after she gets bitten, she looks somewhat normal, but as the movie progresses, her face changes. Like they were talking about how the trioxin mutated her because she was the only one who's actually bitten and becomes a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like why the long face, lady? Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
She does end up with a pretty long face.
She does.
Still, no, I'm just kidding.
Ben.
Look,
you said it for all of us, right?
that homeless guy died happy. I don't care what anyone says.
That's right.
I love her like morbid, like sort of like telling of things to come when she's like, I'd like to die with like a bunch of old men, like
Right.
I'm ignoring the chat. Sorry about that, guys.
Look at that.
That dude knows how to fill a pocket protector.
Right.
Say what you will about him. What the fuck is with this like vision test, like written vision test on the wall behind them?
Yeah, I know.
Is a
like, what is
slave
that there
driver.
for?
Let's see. I've never paid too much attention to it. Bert
Can't read all the way down, but some of it, yeah.
Bert is a slave drive some shit.
Yeah. I mean, you can go into the trivia and you can read out exactly what it is, but it's something like Bert is a slave driver and something.
Oh, trash.
It is. Never.
I like the announcement too. Guys, Trash is taking off her clothes. I'll tell you what, she's got like a faceless cameo in the Dream Child, right? Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's right. Yep, she does.
And I'm
Trying
like,
to get out of Freddy's chest.
I know who that is.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Like even on the set, there was the guys, whoever it was. No, it was the director saying, "Linnea, push your chest out. Push your chest out."
I actually never knew that she had implants until like a few years ago.
Mm.
When I saw her in Savage Streets with Linda Blair. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And it was,
That's a good one.
yeah. I love
She's
that.
an icon.
She is, man. And she showed a lot of restraint in the 80s to not get like over like, you know, novelty sized tits if you get an implant.
Right. Right. God damn it. I love him.
Did you guys ever have a members only jacket?
No.
I don't think I ever did either.
I certainly did not.
Have
The
you guys
dialogue here is hilarious. What were you saying, Ben?
have you guys ever had a pocket protector?
No.
I never have either. I keep pens I've kept pens in shirt pockets before, and I've never had one leak on me. But I guess
you're lucky, man.
All it takes is that one time.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be all right.
He's just like bracing himself on the thing.
Yeah.
I hope I can do it. Yeah.
God damn it.
I guess someone has to supervise, right?
That's right.
Yeah, these zombies are pretty fast too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty solid effect from back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Hold them down. God damn it.
What would you do if like your friend / neighbor came over and was like, "Hey, dude, I got like these live rabid weasels in these garbage bags, and I want to burn them alive." How do you feel about that?
Oh my God. I don't know what I'd say.
I would tell that dude to right the fuck off.
Yeah.
So this is pretty scary that you can't like. There's just no killing him really in this film.
Hold them down. The movie lied.
I think that's the thing. If it's your neighbor or a friend of 25 years, if it was a friend of
Right.
25 years, I might be thinking something different.
I would be thinking like, dude, what the fuck? I've known you for 25 years and you want to burn live animals? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't care how long I'd be even more liberal with my use of the F word if it was someone I knew for 25 years. I guess he doesn't exactly trust him at first.
Good Lord.
Those are some of the
Wow.
warmest looking leg warmers I've ever seen, by the way.
Yeah, they are. And it works.
I know they're making me warm. I love how serious this dude is.
Right.
You know, I got something to say. This ain't no fucking costume. This chain up from my
It's a
ear.
way of life.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. Oh man, I love this part coming up. Crap. And he's listening to classical music.
Yeah.
Nothing says 80s more than like the orange foam of the headphones like that, you know?
That's right.
Look at that Walkman. Do you guys remember how cool you felt where like listening to a Walkman?
Yes, I do.
I feel like people smoke pipes a lot more in the 80s than they do nowadays.
Yeah, I think so too. Ernie. He pulled out a gun.
I know, right?
Who does that?
This dude's rolling strap, man.
Right?
Can never be too safe when you're doing like a embalming session, you know? This dude's like, he's got to be the most comfortable of all of them in that like tracksuit thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a nasty ass fucking apron he's got on too.
It is, man. He's been working hard.
I feel like he needs to do laundry more frequently or something.
Right.
Could have been a busy night. We don't know.
True.
That's true. It's very true.
His gloves are looking pretty dirty, so.
Yeah. The fact that he's drinking coffee while wearing those gloves.
Right?
Oh. That too close to my mouth. No, couldn't do it.
Yeah, everything in this movie is like a pretty good like time capsule of the mid 80s, you know?
It is.
Like I'm looking at that flashlight and I'm going, yeah, I remember those.
Mm-hmm. That's illegal.
Oh, those poor guys.
What?
Ernie's got the right idea though. He's like, burn them alive. Fuck you, dude. Let's like,
Mm-hmm.
mainly. Why are you asking so many questions there, dude?
Mm-hmm.
He's about to get down to brass tacks night.
Yeah.
He is.
See, that dude knows what's up.
Ernie's trying to figure this out.
I mean, he's being pretty cryptic about the whole thing. That's just not going to work. I feel like they're all actually handling this whole situation pretty well, considering.
Very need some new tracksuit pants.
I mean, he's like literally just wearing like an old school cowboy holster while he's doing his
He
involvement.
is.
I mean, I don't have
That's
anything.
a long story to tell you.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I gotta get ready to head on out,
Yeah.
man.
All right,
Yes,
man.
thank you very much for joining
Yeah,
me,
man.
and happy birthday
Absolutely,
for
man.
tomorrow. We'll see. I'll definitely
Absolutely.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah, well, happy birthday tonight, man. This is
Thank you.
I haven't had a chance to see this in probably almost like 10 months or so. And yeah, I love it.
It is. It's such a good film. Like it is a perfect time capsule of the 80s, like Ben was saying. It's just,
It
and it's
really
fun.
is.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's like fun too. That's the thing. It like has a charm
Yeah.
and it's fun. It's the best part about it. All right, guys. Well, I will catch y'all later. Take it easy, and you guys in the chat. See you guys later too, man.
Peace out, night. Have a
Take
good
it easy.
All right, later, guys.
There's. All right. So we'll give it a quick timestamp. What timestamp have you got?
I am at 33:51.
Cool.
Return of the Living. The first three movies of this are good.
Look, I've got my thoughts on the second one. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I love the third one. I love it.
I think two. I have a lot of nostalgia wrapped up in two. So
Yeah.
two I still love. It's like a little more goofier than this version.
Yeah, it's more of a kid version of this, really.
I mean,
almost a PG version, but I watched it a couple of months back. It does have more gore in it than I remember.
Yeah, it has a decent amount of gore.
Yeah,
but I was like around the kid who's in it, his age probably when that came out. So I think I was kind of a kid when it came out, I guess. I stopped counting after like the first four, man. There's like Necropolis, right?
Yeah, Necropolis and Rave from the Grave.
Grave, yeah.
the thing is, Necropolis actually has, it's got Peter Coyote in it, who's a fairly good actor. But I guess, some things you do for money.
Yeah, I do. I love Return of the Living Dead too, as well.
Yeah.
I mean, none of these are really perfect, but
yeah. No, I think I might revisit 4 and 5 eventually.
I may never revisit 4 and 5.
I remember 4 being okay. Like it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible either. 5, on the other hand, was just pure crap.
Yeah, I'm doing a quick search on the whole series here to see how many there actually are. I guess there are just the 5.
Yeah. There are talks of remaking this one, and if they do it right, so be it.
I don't have a problem with remakes, really. Some are pretty good. Some are better than the others, in my opinion. But this one's going to be it's a hard one to redo, because I think they'd probably go too corny on the humor or too serious on the zombie thing. Like, I don't know that they walk the line in the same way that this movie does.
I've heard multiple things. Like, some people are saying and it's all hearsay at the moment. Like, some people saying it's a remake, some people saying it's a sequel to the original, kind of like how Halloween 2018. Yeah, it's like, if you're gonna remake it, just remake it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess you don't have to retcon everything, but they could do it like more of like a reboot. I think this is a hard one to like really get the right tone for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, do you bring it forward into now, or do you keep the setting in the 80s? Like,
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, it'd be cool if they did a period piece of like the 90s with it,
Yeah.
Like the mid-90s.
So, I mean, I guess with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they kept that, like the remake of that, they kept that back in the day, but then in that, I don't know what you want to call it, reboot, they set it now, but as a direct sequel to the original.
Yeah. You're talking about Texas Chainsaw 3D?
No, the Netflix one.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't mind that one. Hot take. A lot of people absolutely hated it. I did not hate it. I went in with the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I love like 1, 2, and 3 in that order.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1 is probably my favorite horror movie of all time. But then by the time the Next Generation came out, I was like, I felt like my heart got broken. So I've been burned by that franchise before. So I went into the new one with very low expectations,
Yeah. Yeah, look, definitely. And I did something very similar. I didn't hate the new one. I think some of the characters were poorly developed.
It was a short movie, so hard to get like real good character development. I think people were annoyed by the characters.
Yeah.
Which I could see.
Oh, 100%. It was just, I don't even know how to correctly explain how much I dislike some of those characters that were on there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think they were written as caricatures of like, you know, sort of like influencer generation.
Mm.
I think that's just how they were sort of written. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was in Texas and there was a chainsaw massacre. So what the fuck more do you want?
That is true. And they did definitely include all of those, which is what you want out of a Chainsaw Massacre film.
Yeah. And I loved the ending.
Yeah. It did leave it well and truly open.
Yeah, it was like it harkened back to the original ending, but like in a much more sort of like updated version, you know, with a self-driving car.
Yeah, that part I didn't really like.
I mean, a lot of people had problems with that because they didn't know that that technology actually is existing in the world and in that car. You know what I mean? But those cars can navigate themselves.
Yeah. See, that's what they need here, a self-driving car.
Yeah, man. They need a few things here. That would do it too.
Yeah. I would say trash needs clothes, but no one wants that.
No one needs her to have clothes.
I got to say, she's my, like, out of all the characters in the film, she is the most iconic. Like, not just because, you know, she gets naked.
Right.
But just that whole, yeah, just everything about like the walk, the whole talking, like how she wants to be, you know, ripped apart and all that. Everything leading up to her becoming undead is just, yeah. For me, it just stands out. She's in line with, you know, Tarman, trash.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Gotta watch out for that third step.
Interesting that the rain burns their skin too, right?
But it doesn't infect them.
Or does it? Maybe they're infected and they have to die first, right?
Yeah. Russell is asking for a timestamp. We're just coming up to 42 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay. I am like, am I a full minute? I'm at 43, 41, 42, 43, 44. So I'm like,
You might be. Did Tarman just come out?
No, she's walking down the stairs right now. I wonder if we have different cuts of the film, because like we did not start at a minute apart.
No, not at all.
What
I didn't even check if there was different cuts of it.
do you have an Australian release you're watching?
Yeah.
It must be.
What's the runtime on yours?
Let's see. I have the actual. Let me go check. Hold on. You know the drill. You know the drill. No pants. I'll be right back. All right. So this is 91 minutes.
Ah, yeah. So mine's 87. So there must be some sort of different cut to it. Like that's good 4 minutes difference.
Dude, what if you have like the rated cut, like somewhere like?
Yeah.
Have you seen other versions of this other than the one you have?
Never. This is the only one I've ever had.
Oh shit, dude. Do you have a region?
Sorry,
You have a region-free player?
I don't look. I've got a player here that sometimes plays movies from other countries. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So I don't trust it.
Well, you should pick up that 4K is region free, so you should pick up the 4K from Scream Factory, because that definitely is going to have the same cut as this film. But I know, like, Australia, like, up until the last few years, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like not available, right? This is like
no, it's I've had Texas Chainsaw for ages. Like,
am I thinking of a different movie? There was
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 was banned in Australia for years and years and years.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. I actually saw it on pay TV over cable TV over here. Like, the very first time they released it was on on TV. It wasn't on Blu-ray or anything like that. It was just on DVD, on TV. It was the first time I saw it and blew me away.
Oh yeah, Russell's saying 1:30 on Look, and I can confirm that is the exact same time as the Scream Factory Blu-ray. So you're like a full, like, almost 5 minutes short, dude. Where did those 5 minutes?
Yeah. It's all trash, I'm sure of it.
You have the extended trash dance scene? Because that scene is that scene is like 3 minutes long. No, I'm just well, that should be exciting news for you, dude, because you're going to be able to watch in a whole new way.
I'm just having a look at the Scream Factory one now. I'm not sure if it's the right one because it's saying it's region A.
But Ultra HD 4K discs are not region locked.
True.
So maybe it comes with it on Blu-ray as well, and that one would be region A.
Oh, it looks like I know where I'm spending my birthday money.
Yeah, man. Like, it would blow my mind to know that there's like a whole nother version of a movie that I've like absolutely have loved for like all these years.
Yeah, no, Keith's he's always like, you've got to get a region-free player. And I really do. And I really should look into that, because it would just open up a whole new world of, Blu-rays and things that I can get. Because one that I really want to get is In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, yeah.
I love that movie, like, so much, but it just never got a Blu-ray release over in Australia.
Maybe I'm thinking maybe it's Lord of Illusions. What is Umbrella coming out with?
Lord of Illusions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm always hoping they're going to release that one. They are doing it's not Umbrella, it's Viavision. They're doing The Gate 1 and 2. That's out in December. So I'm looking forward to that, because I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah, that's a fun one with little Stevie Dorff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember too much about the sequel though. Like, I know I've seen it, I just don't remember a lot about it.
I've never seen the sequel.
I don't think it's anything to write home about, but it's definitely better than Troll 2.
Dude, Troll 2 is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's great in how bad it is. It's a super fun movie to watch for me. It's not my favorite shitty movie, but it's a shitty movie that's super so shitty that it's pretty fun. I love you see like the wire there with the you might not. We're in totally different spots. I forgot about that. Like, what is Trash yelling right now?
No, I'm past that.
Okay, so you missed all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm just the paramedics are checking out, and someone's at the front door.
Okay, that happened a few minutes ago. So it might like even be edited differently because
Yeah,
you
because
saw
I've seen.
before me, and
Yeah,
I'm seeing trash getting killed right now.
yeah, that happened before, and now, yeah, a very different edit.
Wow.
Huge. Wonder if might just teed up on Look Movie.
I wonder if there's any streaming services that this movie is streaming on and what version they have. I know Australia's Shutter is quite a bit different, or it has a lot of different selections than American Shutter.
So what did you say your timestamp was?
My timestamp is 51 minutes, 23 seconds. But yeah, I don't know because our timestamps were different.
Yeah.
So in addition to, but we definitely didn't start multiple minutes apart, you know.
Definitely not with multiple edits, because I'm looking at it on Look Movie now, and they're just running to the warehouse. The New Wave dudes and the chick. But on the DVD, it's the paramedics they've just went back to the ambulance.
Oh wait,
very different.
Are you watching it on something streaming right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they just got back to the place, and now it's just the paramedics are about to get murder-fied.
Yeah, I think I might actually stop the DVD and watch it on Look Movie, because that way at least it's teed up.
Yeah, I wonder, like, maybe you have seen this version, and just like the differences are so subtle that you never really know.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah, those guys are fast. Mayan is at the paramedics.
Yeah.
Also confirming MGM Plus has it. Russell loves the old school gate. Part 2 is okay. I still never seen part 2.
Yeah, so that's hugely different cuts between what's on Look Movie and what I was watching on DVD. Like, that's insane.
It is pretty.
I mean, you would like to have a segment completely out of order.
Yeah,
that's weird. But whatevs.
It would be interesting for you to evaluate, because I've never seen. I don't think I've ever seen what cut a movie the shorter version you have is. But it'd be pretty fascinating to know. I'm always interested to know like the various different edits of movies and stuff, you know? Like, you know, Friday the 13th Part 3 has like that whole missing ending that was like the alternate ending where Jason beheads her. And I didn't find out that was that even happened or was going to happen until, I don't know, last however long, 5-6 years, something like that. Russell loves the little guy coming up here.
Yeah.
Ernie looks like he's in the Gestapo or something, dude. With
Yeah.
that.
I think there was they did have a whole backstory about him, that he was actually something to do with the Gestapo, like, you know, Mengele and all that. Like, apparently,
Really?
yeah, like, because, you know, when he's listening to his headphones and he's got the German classical music playing, that was supposed to hint at him something to do with the pistol that he's got as well. Something on the handle or something I read about.
It
Yeah,
did
there's
have.
like little things in this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like a Walther P38 or something.
Yeah.
Okay. There does appear to be like some kind of symbol. Maybe just the grip is cracked or something. I don't know. Yeah, this part with the where they interview the woman, I always thought that was kind of interesting.
Mm.
Interesting choice to like explain why they want to eat brains or whatever.
Yeah, I think that really does put it in, well, not perspective, but it gives reason behind why they're doing what they're doing. They're not just, you know, in the Romero verse, like, why do they eat people? They never fully explain that, because, you know, even, you know, Doc Frankenstein, he sort of says they don't eat for nourishment.
Right. Send more paramedics. Russell saying film on YouTube under an hour and a half.
Mm.
Maybe the Australian cut is on YouTube. Is that do you have to pay for that, or is that like a free version, Russell? Well, they're really starting to look a little gray there.
Oh, wow. Someone's actually put Night of the Living Dead 1990 up on YouTube.
That's a pretty good retelling of it.
Yeah, I love that movie. Like, I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of it. It's probably up there with some of my favorite remakes. You know, The Fly, The Blob, The Thing.
That was Savini's directorial debut, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
No, he did. I'm not sure if he just directed or if he just started a movie called Heartstopper, where he plays a vampire hunter.
Russell says there's an extended version on YouTube with almost 2 hours.
Jeez.
Let me see.
Yeah. Just having a look at one now. It goes to 2 hours and 5 minutes, full HD quality.
Is it really though, or is it sometimes you click on those and it like it's just some bullshit to get you like funneled to another site where you can like
Yeah, that's exactly what that one is.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you. All right. Yeah, I guess the first two, let's see. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, the one on YouTube says 1:30 and 50 seconds. I feel like Zack Snyder gets credit for Fast Zombies, but like,
Yeah,
these zombies are fast. What the hell?
yeah.
Did you like the Dawn of the Dead remake?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. In fact, it'd probably be one of my top. It'd be my top 10 horror films.
Really?
Yeah.
Would it be
It's
above
just,
the original Dawn of the Dead?
yeah, I would. I'd I'd go back and forth between. Sometimes I really do think it's better, and then other times because it lacks that humor,
Yeah.
it's not as.
I did like the remake quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. The one that I'm looking at on Look Movie is an hour and 30 minutes, so it's still longer than what I've got on DVD.
Yeah. That's a solid animatronic, dude.
Yeah. So I think that there's another way that they don't reanimate. If they eat the brains, they don't reanimate. Because they leave that guy sitting there, like
Yeah.
after he's just had his brains munched on.
But maybe it just takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, true. That's, yeah.
Gore and the Heezy. What's up, Gore? Get all up in here, Keith.
Yeah, jump on in. I've sent you the link on Twitter, Gore, so if you feel like jumping in, feel free.
Did you finish watching Daryl Dixon?
No. I've got the last 3 episodes to watch. I keep meaning to, but things keep getting in the way.
Yeah.
It's like last night I was going to finish watching Hell House. I started watching Hell House, Lake of Fire,
Yeah.
but then got distracted. And then I couldn't get back into it, so I'm just like, oh, I'll play Walking Dead, the Telltale game. I've just got addicted to that, and I completed it last night, and it's like about midnight, and I'm like, I'll watch an episode of The Walking Dead, and I didn't have I didn't have it all set up to watch, so yeah, I just watched The Walking Dead World Beyond, which was a huge mistake because that is not good. It is not good.
I haven't seen that one. I saw the one where they went to New York though, and that was pretty.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I did enjoy the first 3 episodes of Daryl Dixon so far. So I think it's quite good.
Yeah, I liked it. All right, so Trash just stood up.
Yeah.
So it took her a while to come back to.
Yeah. But is it because she was bitten or because she was soaking in the rain?
Hard to say.
Mm.
She's got quite a strut there, though.
That guy's just he's that annoying guy that just asks questions. But do you think they will? Like,
those poor guys. They've certainly had like the slowest road to zombiehood, I think. Wee Chapel of the Dawn. I've got blood orange, carrot, ginger, kombucha. That's how I'm bringing it. Ginja Ninja's birthday.
I have a big thing of water right here.
Are you sure that's not moonshine?
Definitely not. Not the way I've been drinking it.
I know you're a gym dude. I started drinking this stuff called LMNT. Element. It's like, have you tried it before?
Is it like a pre-workout or?
No, it's like electrolytes, but it's it's because I do, like, when I do rowing, dude, I sweat like a motherfucker. But it's good, man. They're like all like, it's like salty sweet, but I'd recommend it.
Yeah, no, I've actually taken the week off going to the gym just to allow myself to recover. I went Monday, but then I'm like, yeah, you know what? I've got the week off work. I'm just going to take it easy, enjoy, chill out, relax, then get back into it next week. But I mean, I've just been focusing on diet and making sure I'm eating right and making sure I'm getting enough exercise in, except for this week. This week doesn't count.
Yeah, dude, you got to take time to recover every now and again.
A friend of mine just sent me a message about a party I had 15 years ago where someone went there and they set themselves on fire.
That's
not in a bad way. Like, it was. I make it sound really bad.
That sounds like a bad way.
Yeah. Like he just lit a piece of t-shirt on fire and then had to put it out. It was had to be there for it.
Did you order that Talk to Me umbrella set?
I wanted to. I thought, yeah, that'd be good. That'd look good. Other half is like, nah, put a stop to it. It's like, nah, not having that creepy hand in the house.
Dude, A24 sold on. I pre-ordered the A24 one, which is like a direct, like it's like porcelain. So I think the one from Umbrella was resin. But the weirdest fucking thing, like I haven't received or anything. I haven't started shipping yet, but I think it's a pipe, dude. I think it's like a fucking weird pipe, because they said it was like an incense holder, but there's like a bowl and it looks like you can like hit off the finger. It's kind of like, that's a interesting movie prop.
Yeah, I know. I know Better Watch Horror Pod. They've got it. And they were showing it off, and it looks sick. Like, it really does. Like, just that pure white hand, and you can, obviously draw on it. And
yeah, I'm on the I follow them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Let's see. I sort of like, I wonder if it's sold out now. I'll be kind of sad if it is, because I meant to order it. It's still available. But it's the one with the hand, and I wanted to get the one without the hand because I got the A24 hand coming. I'm still gonna order it. I was gonna order it, and then like any one in the US, by the way, that's looking to get Umbrella is an Australian company. And they'll do free shipping to the US if you order a certain amount. I think it's like $120 worth or something.
Which, if you look at the conversion cost, probably isn't that much.
I think that is the
converted amount.
Yeah, for USD. Let's see.
Yeah, they actually have quite a lot of good, solid releases.
I know they're like stepping up their game, dude. Oh, they got Audition coming out.
Yep.
Possession 4K, which I already. Actually, I have a real sweet like limited edition set of Possession, but it's not 4K. They got
Super
that
Mario Brothers.
Dune is coming out.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, Lord of Illusions. And I've never seen it, but I heard Razorback was real good, and that one's still available.
Yeah.
Let's see. I love Audition. You've seen Audition, right?
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it once, and it was a little while ago. But yeah, that ending was just full on.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't even want to really get into it, but you remember like there was that person on Instagram who like ended up being a real weirdo that I met in real life. She was telling everyone like we were hooked up or something. Yeah. We talked about, because we went and saw Friday 13th Part 6 at the Alamo Draft House. That's when I met up with her, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to go see Audition when that comes out in February?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." And then like like freaked me out, because after all that crazy weird shit went down, I didn't know how psychotic she was. I was like, it just, the concept of seeing that movie with her freaks me out, dude, because I was like literally a little afraid of if she was going to be like a weird stalking, like genuinely weird stalker person. But haven't heard from her yet. So Russell loves Razorback. I've actually never seen Razorback, but I've heard it's real cool. And I watched the trailer, and it actually looked pretty good looking. So that was one of the ones I was going to throw in the cart to get free shipping. You did see Talk to Me already, right?
Yeah. A couple of a couple of weeks back, That was probably start of October, I reckon, when it first came out on streaming. Over here, I made sure got it. I was going to go to the cinemas and see it, but it came out so quickly on the streaming. It was just like, there we go. There's all right, and here we have Gore.
What's up, dude?
Hey, not much. How you doing?
Chillaxing.
Yeah, had to take care of a couple of emergency things today. My heater went out, and I had to go get a kerosene heater.
Oh.
I had to go around looking for kerosene until I could get my furnace fixed. So it's been interesting.
Oh, good man.
But it's very cold in Indiana right now.
It is a whopping 67 degrees outside here in Oakland, California.
Ah, fuck you, man. You're in a good part of the country.
It is going to be. I don't even know what it's going to be over here.
You're like
Currently,
Jason, you're in like a totally different season than we are.
yeah, it's getting warm here, so
Yeah.
It's pretty much
heading into summer. Oh, we get it pretty cold. Not that cold, not Indiana cold, but
Man, it was just like the teens last night or early this morning. It was like 17 or something.
That is fucking cold, dude. Jesus.
And what's weird about it is when you get older, the cold feels completely different than it does when you're younger. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, I noticed the last couple of years, like when it gets cold, I'm like, oh, fucking cold as shit, dude.
Yeah. Trying to. Did I miss the whole movie?
Pretty much the last 15 minutes.
Damn it.
There's a part we can always go back and watch.
Yeah, we can always meet up at Trash's Dancing.
Find John here. See what all the horrible things the chat's saying about me right now.
Talk to Me is another great Aussie flick, Russell.
Yes, it is. Filmed in South Australia too. So where I am, it's it was funny because watching it, there's a couple of parts where I'm like, I recognize that place, and don't get to do that too often with Australian films.
I did watch this October. I watched Burnt Offerings again, which was filmed in Oakland at the Phantasm Mortuary. That's the house that was used in Burnt Offerings. Have you seen Burnt Offerings, Jason?
I haven't, no.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
I've told a lot of people about some of your earlier videos, Ben, about going to the lighthouse and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Karen Black. Ooh.
Yeah, she's young, dude.
Oh, definitely.
And Audrey Hepburn, right? Isn't she in that?
Burgess Meredith, Oliver Reed, Bette Davis.
Betty Davis, that's right.
Yeah.
Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, that's a good one, dude.
I'll have to check it out.
Just when the movie's all ending and shit, I'm finally prepared here, guys. All right. Top chat. Go to live chat. All right. I'm ready.
We're at 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Sorry about that again, Jason, man.
Hey. Nah, no need to apologize.
Just knocked Tar Man's head right off.
How's everybody at Chatland doing this evening? Go back and check out that thing that the Halloween that JT and I did. That was my that was my last watch that I'm going to be hosting. So kind of going a different way with the channel.
Say that again.
That was good.
So I'm the Halloween one that JT and I pre-recorded and everything. that's gonna be the last, except for things like special occasions, like I'm gonna do Black Christmas, stuff like that. But other than that, that was the last watch that I'm gonna be hosting. I'm going a little different direction with the channel, a little more music, more uploads instead of so much live stuff.
Yeah.
Live stuff. More out the live thing.
Live is pretty much the only way I'm on YouTube these days at all.
Yeah. I know you don't do very much at all anymore.
Yeah. I haven't even been posting on Instagram, dude. I took like the whole month off of social network stuff, pretty much. I consider YouTube a social network.
Yeah, I lived it until you couldn't live it anymore, man.
Yeah, but you had it going down. You had it down pat, man. You shaped that. The way you did it was chef's kiss, man.
Yeah, I just kind of, all I really wanted to do ever was just kind of reorganize the watch party into more of a watch along, to where it turned into a watch / discussion / commentary, where you're talking a little more about the film rather than just hanging out and bullshitting. That's why I tell people there's a difference between the watch party and the watch along, which there really is. If you put it in that context, there is.
Yeah.
The watch parties where you just kind of hang out while the movie's playing. The watch along is where you're actually discussing the film, discussing the actors in it, discussing the story, the background of it. And that's all I really wanted to do.
Yeah. And you did it really well. Like, you had that down pat, man. Like I said.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Always had a good time when I came in.
Almost like 200 of them later, like a year and a half, 200 of them later, I think I'm just burnt out on it. I'm ready to move on to something different.
I am keen. I'm keen to see the music stuff that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that, man, because music was my first love. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really wanting to delve into. If you've seen a channel called Professor of Rock, has anyone seen that guy? Well, I'm kind of selling his channel. Type of Professor of Rock and check him out. He's really good. He discusses the background of the music. All that. He's what kind of inspired me to do this. To go, because music is, that wasn't my first love. That's what I was going to be, until I, decided to be a dad instead. You really couldn't be both, not the way I went about it anyway.
I was telling Nate and Jason earlier that when I was in high school, I was like in thrash bands and stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
And I got sober in 1994, and I just played so much guitar with that fucking drug addict energy that I fucked my wrist up, and I stopped playing for like 20 years. So I didn't really pick it back up until lockdown happened, and now I'm like, whoa. I wasted all that time, man. I've really been enjoying making music again.
The guitar player that I came up with, man, he was so into it. He the one I had the band with when I was in my teens and my early adulthood. I would come over on, like, say, a Friday afternoon, and he'd be jamming out and just playing along and coming up with new tunes. I could come back Sunday and he would still be sitting in that same fucking spot doing the same shit, man. So he was a man possessed.
Yeah, dude. That's pretty much what I did, but I jacked my wrist up. Haven't really had any problems since I picked it back up, though. Got my Strat here. Got my whoopsie doodles Les Paul over here.
Hell yeah, man.
I got my you ready? I got my got my Mandy Retribution axe right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh hell yeah. That's
Pretty
fucking cool.
That is sick.
If someone's to bust in, you could definitely impale them with that.
I figured since I was showing off my axes, might as well, right?
That's definitely a collection protector right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not musically inclined in any way, shape, or form.
Russell's saying he was filling in for Neil Peart in a Rush cover band years ago. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he used to jam Rush all the time. I said, damn, Neil Peart, that's one of the best of all time, man. If you can play that shit, you can play. As far as that kind of music goes, and then of course you've got Dave Lombardo from Slayer, which was a ridiculous drummer as well.
Yeah.
And of course, of course you got, you know what I mean, you got there's so many. People talk a lot about Lars Ulrich. Not that he's overrated. It's just I just don't think he could hang in there with someone like a Dave Lombardo or something like that.
Dude, a lot of people talk shit about Lars these days. I never really heard people talking shit about him as a drummer until the last few years, and people are like, "That guy is just awful." And I'm like, I always thought
I
it was
fantastic. More to do with attitude, more to do with his attitude than it is his playing. People have found that they just really don't like him, you know.
Yeah.
Which makes a difference. It really does.
Yeah, it does. They kind of went on that crusade against Napster back in the day.
Yeah, I think that's probably what a lot of people, turned against him and Metallica for that. But yeah, it's understandable, I guess.
I understand it. Like, of course, the whole industry's changed now. But like,
yeah,
if you're an artist and you make art and do it for a living, then you get a little pissed off if people are like stealing that from you. But at the same time, if you're like a multi-millionaire, like going after people for like listening to your music for free is kind of like, pull your shit together on me.
I mean, I guess it's very similar to what's going on with the SAG and the strikes and all that as well. Like they're striking because of AI and AI using their likeness in films and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to protect their.
Yeah. I have to tell you guys this. I'm so proud of this. I got an actual 1981 theatrical in perfect condition one sheet of The Burning today.
Oh, nice.
And only paid $60 for it, so that was a steal, man.
Sweet.
That's kind of what I'm.
That is pretty awesome.
Collecting vinyls and shit like that. I went the vinyl way, and I didn't realize that getting some of those is even more than getting some actual visual physical media.
Yeah, dude. Getting into vinyls, that's a slippery slope, buddy.
Well, yeah, but you know me, man. I got the bug, just physical media in general.
Yeah.
I love it all. And the prettier these vinyls get with the gatefolds and shit, the more I'm caught up in it.
I've got a pretty decent amount of fucking vinyl. And I've even like double dipped, man. I got like both issues of the Fog that they put out. It's beautiful, man. Wax work.
I want that Fog so bad. The one with the hands and shit.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm wanting so bad, but I can't find it for a reasonable price.
I bought it, originally when it first came out, and then they did like a re-release of it with different colorways, and I got that one too. Because I was like, fuck, now I got to double dip on these bitches too. Shit.
Because that's one of the coolest OSTs out there, man. Sort of the Fog is.
I think it's my favorite release, but I think my all-time favorite is the Creepshow one.
Yeah, that's a nice one too. That one I see just come out. I'm wanting to get hold of Friday 13th Part 2 is a really pretty one too.
Yeah, I got a few Friday 13th, but I don't have all of them.
Not any yet. I'm just now starting the vinyl. I got the 45th or is it the 40th anniversary of Halloween, where on the front it looks like there's like a raining window, and on the back he's standing behind a curtain, and then on the gatefold it is like going into Smith's Grove. That's the one I have. I can't have it till Christmas. So.
Joseph, the whore guy's out. Take it easy, dude.
Hey, Joseph.
Here, I'll show you real quick what I got. I don't got a lot, like I said, but I got a really good deal, man. On all these right here I got for $15, believe it or not. Started with Billy Jack. Go ahead and hate your neighbor. And Easy Rider. Now remember, I got all these $15, and they're all in mint condition. These are originals. These smell like an old bookstore.
Yeah.
Midnight Express. And Corporate Courage, of course. I have original theatrical art cards from Corporate Courage as well.
I love that store too. It's such a funky, like synth, like JS box synth stuff. It's pretty crazy.
This is what's got the gatefold. I got this, but all those right there I showed you, I got all those for $15. I couldn't pass it up.
Nice. Oh yeah, I got that.
Oh
one.
wow.
This I got for $25, which was a hell of a steal as well because this is going higher. I still need to get Dawn. I don't have any Dawn yet, and there's plenty of choices, but this I got a Vinegar Syndrome. Had to get this soundtrack, man.
Yeah.
I also got that Vinegar Syndrome 4 edition comic book box set thing.
Nice.
That's beautiful, man.
Mm.
Yeah, this zombie, in case anyone hasn't seen it, here's the gatefold for it. Look at that.
Nice.
Wow.
Last I
That is very nice.
There's still like 25, 30 copies of this left on the Vinegar Syndrome site if anybody wants to go grab it.
I actually don't have that on vinyl. I have this crazy release of the Gates of Hell trilogy on vinyl.
Ooh,
that's really cool.
That's a pretty one.
Have you seen that the release? That's all 3 of them. It's like a kind of a big. Hold on, I'll grab it. But of course, you know the drill. I'm not wearing pants. Give me a second.
Yeah, of course, this is the last one that I have, except for the Halloween. So I'm definitely just now versioning into my my vinyl collection. Just now starting. You guys are catching the very beginning of it.
Jeez, yeah, you're not just starting, you're jumping right into it, man. That's a pretty good pickups there.
Yeah, there's certain ones I have to have. Like I had to have the Halloween. You know how I am with Halloween. Gotta get the dog. That one that Ben was talking about, that one is absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I mean, it kind of ties in with your love of movies as well, because a lot of those soundtracks, they're linked to movies that you absolutely adore. So it's understandable.
What's funny is I don't even have a vinyl player yet.
I didn't have a vinyl player when I started collecting vinyl either. And then I had some friends. My friends, David of David Diggs now is his YouTube channel, and Cody. Cody from H&S Collectibles, and then Beth from Miss 80s all chipped in and got me one for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a halfway cool one. I don't want to get one that just looks like, you know what I mean, looks like a suitcase where it clicks. I'm gonna get a halfway nice one.
Yeah.
This is like a media book. And these are all like gatefolds for the different movies. So,
wow.
This is City of Living Dead. Check this artwork out. So, of course, The Beyond.
Just that one's nicer than all the ones I just showed. Just that one, you know?
I mean, Ben needs media books.
Oh, man. He is like the media book, man, besides Keith over at Euphoria.
And these all have... Actually, Keith is the one who told me about this set. And I ended up getting it, and they're all like different color variants.
I love what they're doing that with the vinyl now.
Yeah.
Like mixing up the wax.
Here's the Beyond. in orange and black. Put this back. There's something that is real nice about sort of like the just like the putting, taking out the whole like physical media, putting on a record, listening to it. It's just that whole ritual, that you kind of miss with streaming. But there you go. That's say the Living Dead.
Now it's like
I picked up
particular single. Now you got different variants because some records might be red, others might be blue, others might be mixed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I picked up a couple of records from a band that I'm huge fan of, a Hungarian band, funnily enough. And this just pure white record, and I'm like, growing up, you just see them black, and now they're like, what? I've got this pure white one and this pure yellow one. That's like, I don't want to play them because I don't want to ruin them, but I still want to hear that music come through the speakers, like, because it does have that feel to it.
Yeah, it's a different sound. That is the coolest See the Living Dead I think I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, that's the whole trilogy, dude. That's a cool set. I don't know if it's still available on Amazon. I think it was $50 for.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, for that release, let's see.
Amazon has this thing where they'll go up and down. Sometimes they're real cheap. Sometimes they'll be somewhere mid price, and at other times, Amazon will actually scalp you.
Yeah.
Because I've never actually shopped from Amazon.
Really?
Yeah. eBay. I'll just go on eBay, get it from there.
Amazon. You should do Amazon ship certain things to Prime if you have Amazon Prime, but I guess you don't have it because you never shop on there. But those ship like to different countries for free, basically.
Yeah.
Amazon, I found, is always a good place to start first. You know what I mean? Start there, because a lot of things you think, a lot of things that people are charging triple price for on eBay, you can run over to Amazon, Jason, and sometimes you can find them. Always try them first. Get Amazon Prime, man, because that means you got free delivery on everything that comes from them.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, everything is there's so many options. Like I've never had a problem with eBay. Like even with the cost. Like I've never had a lot of issues. I've always taken my time to make sure it is, and that's why like things like the Sadness, I've held off on getting that because, and it's probably to my detriment now because now I can't get it. Not the media book that I want.
But as far as horror goes, there's a guy on there that's got really good fair prices. He calls himself the DVD horror man.
Yeah.
Look up him. He's a really good seller on eBay and he's fair. DVD horror man.
I found someone who was just doing like auctions like for like $2 of Blu-rays. And I just like, you know what? Done. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, one of them I did end up going a little bit over what I really should have been paying for it, but it was a copy of Zombievers. $20. I'm like, okay. Given that the 10 other ones I picked up for like $1.50, $2, I'm happy with that.
But you know that have you seen the Best Buy Steelbook trilogy, Halloween trilogy that came out recently?
No.
Neither of you guys have seen that?
No.
You guys must have seen this. Hold on a second. This was still available at Best Buy when I looked on eBay. They were like,
here's some Halloween.
You guys haven't seen this one?
No.
Okay, hold on. Pull this J card off. It's like the David Gordon Green trilogy. in this case with the 3 steel books.
I wish I hadn't missed that Superman that was like that. The Superman was like that, and I missed that damn thing, and now it's going for ridiculous prices.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and then here's this, and they all go together to make like a little triptych.
Yeah.
Where they're staring at each other and shit. And then this is the fucking too shiny. Just the back.
Very cool.
Do you guys ever do digital codes?
No, I thought about selling them on Blu-ray.com, but I haven't really messed with them. No, my son has put some on Voodoo, but I haven't really messed with them.
I have the Halloween trilogy on available for digital if anyone wants it. Do you want it, Jason?
No, I've got them all. I've got the pack. Oh, if anyone wants it, there it is.
All right, here you go. Anyone wants it?
Yeah.
But let me know if you do redeem it, and then I will just start this. But there you go.
Yeah, I just give it a screenshot.
Yeah, actually, I picked up Halloween Ends on Blu-ray. There was a special going. I'm like,
Hey Ed, how you doing?
I wasn't a huge fan of it, but just to collect it, just to finalize it, I had to get it because I did enjoy the first two. And whilst, I just had to complete it. Wasn't a huge fan of the way it ended, but it is what it is.
It was terrible way to end a trilogy. Say what you will about it. The movie, maybe people like the movie or they like the different direction, but as the third film in a trilogy, they did not stick the landing.
No, they did not. They did not. And I mean, they could have went in a completely different direction. It could have been really good.
Yeah.
But I think they just played it. I don't want to say they played it safe, but they just,
They didn't play it safe enough, dude. They didn't play it safe enough. They're like, oh, the whole like 2 movies that we just previously did? Fuck that. Now Michael Myers is some old fucking invalid in a sewer system, and here's this new dude who like has like found his
down, take his mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just muscled him down and bitched him down and said, "Give me your mask, motherfucker." He's like, "Just take it. I'm tired."
Following the sort of finale of Halloween Kills, which I liked. I liked 2018 and Kills. But they just sort of did not quite stick the landing. It wasn't even in the same. Like, why did he get that week after being so supernatural in the last one?
Right.
But
they're just looking to wrap it up, scrape their last little bit of money they could off of it, and then be done with it. Is basically the way I see it.
They would have made more money if it was a better film, though.
Right.
Like, I think there theoretically could be a longer edit of that because I didn't buy the whole love story either. Like, I didn't feel that chemistry between them.
Yeah, that seemed a bit rushed.
Yeah, maybe if you like develop Corey's character more and made that romance make more sense, then maybe that movie is better. But
he was the best thing about it. Is Miramax getting it at A24? Who does
I don't know who actually won.
Because I decided, my story, my trilogy that I developed off of it, I decided not to release it this year because we've had so much Halloween the last few years that I feel, it just wouldn't go over well. I just don't see many people paying much attention to it. So I decided to wait a year or two, maybe fine tune a little bit, and then do it when people hasn't had so much Halloween shoved down their throat. We've had so much Halloween shoved down their throat. I didn't want to shove mine too.
I mean, I feel like no one's ever going to stop shoving Halloween down everyone's throat, dude. It's just too much of a beloved franchise.
Well, that and it was left on such a negative note that I
Yeah.
didn't want to release mine
Yeah.
on that negative note.
Yeah, I don't know what they'll do, if they'll go back, how they'll redo it, if they will redo it, because I mean, some people still have a really bad taste in their mouth about Rob Zombie's remake of it.
Well, that's because he did Halloween 2 as well.
Well, yeah,
He would have stopped
that
that
is true.
the first one, it might not have been as bad.
Yeah,
I liked Rob Zombie's Halloween.
yeah, so did I. I didn't hate the sequel, but I didn't like it as much as the first one. I think there was too much stuff going on in it, which made no fucking sense.
It was
Actually, not a hater of two. He is two. I at least respected the fact that he wanted to, at least he got a little different with it. At least he got a little weird with it. I mean, the white horse and shit doesn't make any sense, but at least it's his own vision. He didn't,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? At least he did his own thing.
Yeah, I think his vision of it was not the greatest vision. I did like the first one, and I like I like some Rob Zombie movies. He's real hit or miss for me because some of his movies I think just absolutely suck, and some of them are absolutely amazing. So,
Corpses is bad.
Which one's his amazing one?
I like House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
The first Halloween I thought was good as well.
Mm.
3 from Hell I thought was pretty bad. I was not a fan. I keep needing to give Lords of Salem another watch because I know it gets a lot of love from certain people, and
I think that's probably Sherry Moon Zombie's best effort in a film.
Yeah, it basically wrapped around her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, just as an actress, like, she was really good in it. I thought, storyline wise, I was like, it's weird as fuck.
I thought the pacing was an issue for me when I watched it, but sometimes you're just not in the mood for a slowly paced film.
Yeah.
So I keep meaning to go back and watch it because that was the same with Kill List. Have you guys seen Kill List? That movie's amazing.
I've been told so much about that that I have to watch it. Like, I'm going to get to it eventually, but I've got 3 movies I've got to review for for a company in Australia. They've sent them out to me, and I'm like, I've got to get to them first. Looking forward to that.
Did you guys see Cobwebs?
I liked it.
Surprised by it. Yeah,
it was good. It was like had a good sense of dread throughout it. That I thought the first 2 acts were really cool. I liked them. The third act was not as good as the first 2, but I didn't mind it.
Right.
Yeah.
It had a really good scare to it. Like, she was a lot scarier when you could see like just the eyes and the mouth smiling. Yeah. Like when you look in that hole, that had a really good scare factor to it. But the more they showed of her, the less scary she was.
But they did do a good job of obscuring her through most of that third act. You just see like little, things. But she was almost like too much of a superhero. You know what I mean?
I liked wondering about the parents. I liked I thought the people that played the parents did a fantastic job, man. They were creative as fuck, those people.
They were one was Homelander from The Boys, and the other was what's her name? She's been all sorts of shit.
She was in like the first or second season of True Blood.
I always liked her, but yeah, she played a sort of like disjointed crazy really well. But that movie had a good, just had a good atmosphere about it, good for Halloween.
Oh wow, yeah, Lizzie Kaplan.
Lizzie Kaplan, that's her name.
Yeah, Cleopatra Coleman. Jeez.
I still have not seen Beau is Afraid.
I still haven't either.
I'm wanting to, and I keep meaning to. I just haven't got to it yet. I unfortunately seen Believer. It could have been more horrible than what it was, but
yeah, definitely.
I enjoyed.
I think Believer is better than people make it out to be. It's gets so much hate because it's being compared to the original Exorcist. But just as like a modern horror movie, I've seen much worse get better praise, you know. So
yeah, I think the Exorcist, it started out really good, like it did. I think it had a good pace for it all through up. The first act, the second act were good. It let it down in the third act. It really did.
I guess they're going a different direction now. I guess they
decided,
since it got shit on so bad, they decided just to move on and do two completely different films now.
did you guys see Dark Harvest?
Not yet.
That was a pretty cool movie. I like Cobweb a little more, but Dark Harvest had sort of its own, like, I don't know. It felt like it had a style all of its own.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It just came out 2020 this year. And it's directed by, what did that dude direct? He's directed some good ass movies. I'm spacing his, let's see. David Slade. So he did Hard Candy and 30 Days of Night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You sold me on 30 Days of Night. There you go. That's all I need, dude.
Dude, Hard Candy is a good one, dude.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is good, but 30 Days of Night is just one of the best vampire films of all time.
It made them monsters again. It made them scary again.
Yeah.
They weren't so romanticized.
Yeah. I'll have to check out that.
Except, come on, dude. Like the main vampire dude, like he fights Homeboy and just like, I don't know. I didn't buy it. He just died so easy, dude. Just like
he should have fucked up Josh Hartnett. Yeah, he should have tore him up.
That was the one. It didn't really ring true. Gino asking if I've seen Nefarious. I have not.
Nefarious, good one. Yeah. I definitely want to check out.
How do I get the chat going across my shit here, man? While I'm talking to you guys,
you can't. I have YouTube pulled up in a different tab. That's how I'm able.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that on my computer, and my computer's completely just lost it. Man, it's just not happening. My computer said, "Fuck off."
Russell is sounding like he's from the UK. Saying it's the dog
bollocks.
Yeah.
Nah, 30 Days of Night. The sequel was terrible. Like, well, actually, there's a couple of sequels. There's Blood Trails and Darkest Days or something like that.
I love the concept.
Yeah. It's I don't know. There's something about the actual setting of it and the vampires. Like you know, they're not romantic in any way, shape, or form. These are animals. Love it.
It was sort of like the direction they took Dracula in the last voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind that one. It was
It's okay. I was expecting it to be worse than it was.
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet. I watched the first
half. Yeah, no, like yeah. It's worth giving it a watch. It's got some good scenes in it. It's not too CGI, but it's it's left open, so yeah, enjoy what it is all I can say.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get
it's probably trying to think what other ones I've seen recently. Is that I watched the first two Hell Houses. I've still got to watch the second, the third and fourth one.
The latest one was good.
Yeah.
The latest one was probably the best since the original, I think. And
I've heard a lot of people saying the second one was like great. It was like better than the first one.
I've heard
that. It was good.
Yeah.
But I felt it gave too much away.
I felt like it wasn't as good as the original personally, but I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah. R.A.P. to Bull Shannon and Chan
Yeah.
Draper. Or Chandler Beam. Yeah. Sad.
There we go. All right. Yeah, Richard Mole, man, that's crazy. And Matthew Perry, that was Mole, though, man. I miss Mole already.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen him in anything other than Night Court, to be honest with you. I think I had seen him in something else, and I was like, that's weird seeing him not play Bull Shannon. You know?
House. Remember he was in House.
Yeah.
I guess that's like George Wendt, right? Like I always associate George Wendt with Cheers, but he's in a few other things as well. Like House.
Hey, I got a check going here. Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing Dark Harbor. There's another one too, that Natty Knox or whatever. I've heard about that one too.
Natty Knox.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, Natty Knox. It's Danielle Harris is in it. Robert England.
I hadn't heard about
Bill Moseley. Good cast.
It's a good cast.
How's the film though?
Look, I've got my thoughts on it, and I don't want to tarnish anyone's views on it or possible views. But look, my what I felt was it tried to do too many things. It tried to be like an 80s kids film and make the kids the heroes. It tried to be a slasher. It tried to be supernatural. It tried to be too many things.
Too busy. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, apart from some shitty CGI, if you take that out, it's still a pretty good film. They just needed to stay in one specific lane. Would have been much better. Yeah, slasher and Kids Save the Day, great. It had good 80s feel to it. Like it felt like it wasn't set in the 80s, but it kind of felt like it could have been.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Totally Killer?
Yeah.
That had good 80s. That movie was pretty good for that.
Oh, yeah.
I actually expected it to be a little better. Which one?
VHS 85, I think is what it is.
Yeah. 84.
Those, I mean, I guess it's like a million anthologies, but those are always hit or miss. Like some are really good, some are really bad. And then the VHS Viral was just kind of bad.
I haven't seen that one.
It's the last
one.
I think the first three are probably my favorite, and I did enjoy Viral. I like the wraparound story as well for Viral. I thought that was a lot better than anything that's been done previously, and I think it was Bone Storm. One of the parts of the anthology was fantastic. It's like with all the skaters, and they raise these, I don't know, some sort of Mexican zombies or something like that. I don't know what happened.
The skaters.
Yeah, that was a fun segment.
I love that segment because the skaters were so like over the top, like, oh dude, fuck this dude, but like, like this just hell is breaking out around them, you know. They were just so cavalier about everything.
Yeah, and I mean 80, 84, 85, you know, the wraparound story was weird. It was good. The segments were okay, but it had a middle segment, Techno God, which I just couldn't get into. And it had one of the best gore scenes in it where, I won't spoil it, but I don't know. I think they're trying too hard. They're pushing one out every year now, sort of thing. Yeah. And it's like, pull back, take some time, think about what you're doing.
I mean, I think I feel like that's what the ABCs of horror should have done.
Yeah,
I love that conceptually, but then I feel like the execution of it was they should have just had slightly more rules, you know. felt like the filmmakers had a little too much freedom, and the movie suffered because of it. Willy's Wonderland is great.
Yeah. I'm looking to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. It seems like it's got a very similar vibe to it.
Yeah.
But
I've heard it sucks.
Yeah. That's what a couple of people have said. But
All but 2, 4, and 6. These are all original.
Nice.
Yeah, I need 2, 4, and 6, but I got all these for like $17, so you can pass that up.
Nice.
Just like I said, I'm just into a bunch of different stuff. Here's the entire set of Halloween '78.
Very nice.
Just different little stuff that I'm getting into here, and here's the Clockwork ones. These are, yeah, stuff to get into.
Oh yeah. Classic.
You know, of course, you gotta be a fan of the movie to. It's one of those things. Clockwork, you're either a fan or you're not. You know what I mean?
I feel like though you don't even have to be a fan of the movie to like appreciate the production design and the score choices. You know,
kind of like The Shining. Yeah, Kubrick has that thing about him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hot take though.
Whether you like it or not, you appreciate it.
Hot take: 2001: A Space Odyssey. Not a fan.
Me either.
Most people absolutely love that movie, and I'm like, that has got to be. That is one movie that has the most pacing issues ever for me.
Yeah. Look, I prefer 2010.
It feels intentionally confused. You know what I mean? It just feels like it's intentionally, like he intentionally made it to where you had to overthink it. You know what I mean? With 2001, it's intentionally something that you have to submerge 3 hours of your life and then sit around thinking the rest of your life about what the fuck went on in it.
I feel like you have to take hallucinogens to really get like drawn into that, like, you know. But then once you take hallucinogens, you could stare at a fucking wall and be entertained. So like, you know.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about what the hell happened, and I'm still not quite sure. I mean, I know, but I don't, and it's just like fuck it. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I'm not a big fan of 2001 either. No, I never have been, though I do like Kubrick.
Zarzap 2 saying what kind of toys we collect. I think the most things I have in my collection are Godzilla figures. But I do have a bunch of other stuff as well.
Yeah, I've got a mine are mostly pop vinyls, but I do have a few The Walking Dead figurines and one Attack of the Living Dead one, which I got as a birthday present, funnily enough, years and years ago. Still unopened, still in its original packaging. But yeah, kind of got out of the toy collecting stuff. I haven't done that in a while.
Toys ridiculous.
Yeah, this went off earlier. This is the Tarman 6/6 scale figure from Trick or Treat Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the kind of shit I'd like to be getting into, though.
Hell yes.
That stuff is awesome.
I know Keith's got a bunch of.
Oh yeah.
I gotta hit the restroom, dude. I'll be right back.
Cool. Oh, nice.
I've always liked that Tarman.
Yeah, sorry.
I've got. This was given to me by a friend, good friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Heavy Spider-Man statue, along with my Deadpool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I've also got a Batman one from Batman versus Superman as well. So. Yeah, other than that, it's yeah, mostly I collect movies now.
Yeah,
I do read comics. I generally read them online now. I don't actually don't get them physical anymore because they just take up too much room, and I still have a lot of my previous collection.
my problem
Man, I'd
is,
love to have them physical.
I collect everything and I can't afford to. You know,
Yeah,
that's my problem. I come across something I like and I have to collect it, and then I have to try to get all of it, and it's just you know what I mean. And unless you're rich, you just can't do that.
yeah, and plus for me, it's room as well.
Yeah, I've definitely run out of room too. I need a second room.
Yeah, 100% out of room over here. I have like something I got because I just had to get it, but I don't know where the fuck to put it, and I haven't even unpacked it from its crate yet. Because where the fuck is this gonna go? But it's pretty amazing. Saw 10 was really good.
Yeah. I definitely did enjoy it. I think it was one of the better sequels.
I'd say it's probably the best sequel,
Mm.
in my opinion. To the Saw sequel, not in the history of sequels, but
Oh yeah, no.
I like all the original 7, one way or another, just because they fit together well. But yeah, Saw X is the best one since 2 or 3 for sure.
yeah. I actually watched the first Saw for the first time in probably like 10 years, like a couple nights ago. It'd been a long time since I'd actually watched it.
Yeah, my son and I sit and watch all of them, all the first 7 in build up 4X, especially 4X. He made me sit through and go through each one of them, you know, before we watched it. So it was sitting there on these movies all this time,
And it turns out it was like a prequel, right?
Nope, we got to see all these first.
But then it was a prequel, right?
Yeah.
Right. Now it took place it took place right around 2, right before 2, right in between 1 and 2, right after, something like that.
Yeah.
But but I thought him being older now really fit well with as sick as he was supposed to be. So I thought that looked just right. That 20 years fit really well with how sick he was supposed to be.
He's pretty old, dude. He's like in his 80s already.
Yeah.
He's 81.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty old. I guess nowadays people live pretty long, but then there's also people that don't live as long. So
either way you slice it, 81's getting up there. Yeah. I'm not sure if I want to be 81 or not. Probably won't make it there.
I used to think like if I make it to 50, I'll be okay, but that was when I was younger. You know what I mean? When you get to like that age, and you're like, I don't know, man. I feel like there's still a lot of life left to live.
As hard as I lived in my 20s and my early 30s, I always swore I would never make it to 50. I was like, man, I will never make it to be 50 years old. Well, I made it. Here I am. Now we're gonna try for 60.
It's like you hit that milestone. It's what's next.
Yeah, we'll just go 10 years.
Got to keep pushing it. Yeah.
See what happens. Also got this card.com.
Yeah, not too far off.
Oh, nice. Wait, don't show everyone your Visa card, dude.
Yeah.
No, this was never activated.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay, check out all my bank information, guys.
Check this
all
out,
right.
man. Rip me off, please. No, this was never activated. I got it simply because they were advertising them, and I said, shit, I'll just get that and add that to the collection.
Nice.
Just because I had the Tar Man on it.
Jeez, that's cool.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, Black Panther when he died. That was surprising to me.
Yeah, I had no idea. And
I didn't know he was sick.
yeah.
I didn't either until I don't follow like that universe super closely or anything, and I'm not like checking out all the entertainment news and shit. So, but I think it was pretty quickly on set, and I think he wasn't sick for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cancer's a bitch.
Yeah, well, it was definitely a shock and a surprise because he was on his way up, like as an actor. I don't know a lot of his work from other films, but I could see him being quite a big actor.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Black Panther was very well received. I think overhyped even, but it received a lot of praise, like from most people.
I mean, it wasn't my favorite Marvel film.
Yeah,
but it wasn't my worst. Yeah.
Story wise, it was one of the more. The first one was one of the more developed ones.
Yeah.
Story wise, I mean, actually, it had it wasn't just about muscle flexing,
No, it actually had some depth to it. I think Michael B. Jordan, I think he did a really good job in it too. Like his Kilgrave, I think his character's name was. He was done really well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to wrap it up here because it's just past 1 p.m. over here, and I've got to go and get some lunch, get ready, and enjoy the rest of my day.
Cool. Got the rest of my bullshit that I got to deal with too, man. I just want to come on here and say hey and wish you happy birthday and all that, and apologize for being late.
No need to apologize, man. It's always good to have you.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you. And thank you both for coming on as well. Like,
absolutely.
It was a lot of fun. Even though we did find out that my version of Return of the Living Dead is very different to what's available in America.
I wanna see you do a video on what you felt the difference.
Yeah. I'm actually going to set it up through Look Movie, and I'm going to have it playing on my DVD and watch the difference in real time.
Yeah, Keith, did you know that the Australian cut of the Return of the Living Dead is out? It's in a different sync. It's in a different order, the scenes, and it's 4 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
Oh. I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, oh, I should have actually looked in to see if there's an extra cut or a different cut, but no, there wasn't.
It's kind of like that with Demolition Man too. Some cuts of Demolition Man, they're not going to Taco Bell. Isn't the one that won the war? It was Pizza Hut. So in some Demolition Man, it's Pizza Hut. Yeah.
No, we are going to Taco Bell.
I feel like Taco Bell and Pizza Hut are owned by the same company these days. Though.
Yeah.
They are. It's the same company that owns like Pepsi and shit like that. Yeah. KFC, shit like that.
Oh, well. No, I always remember it being Taco Bell, but I love Demolition Man. It's a fun movie. I don't get that. I've got to add that into my collection now.
Yeah, I don't have that either, but I'm looking forward to finding the cut that has the Pizza Hut rather than the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That was Demolition Man, fellow Aussie in it, right? Russell Crowe?
No, that was Virtuosity.
Oh, shit, that's right. Demolition Man, Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes, Dennis Leary, Sandra Bullock, Stallone.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But Virtuosity is underrated.
Did those come out at the same time, or did I just get them crossed in my ancient ass brain somehow?
I don't know. Let's see. Virtuosity 95 and Demo 93 for Demolition Man. So yeah.
Same era, at least.
Yeah. Oh, definitely in the mid 90s. All right, cool, man. Well, I'm going to cut it off and say my goodbyes. So thank you very much. You guys have a great night, and thank you to everyone in the chat who wished me a happy birthday. It's much appreciated. And you all have a great night.
Peace out, y'all.
Later.
See yous.